Hi guys, I'm back. I thought I'd share some stuff with you today. Hi! Ooh, somebody's there. Good, 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 good. Let me get everybody else going here. I got 3 phones going. Actually, I should probably get another one. Yeah, I think I could do another one. Oh, light's not so bad. Oh, hi, June. Wannabe likes your video. Thanks you. Yep. I'm here. Well, last time I talked about the new reports I'm doing. 327 sources in your state. You can download them right now, and they're on sale. But more importantly, what I want to talk about is Harrisburg, Joseph. Nice to see you again, Harrisburg. Actually, that's one of the first places I did interviews on television. Was in Harrisburg. Drove up to Harrisburg from Washington D.C. and it's because the young fella at the time, this is 30 years ago or something like that, he was from Harrisburg. So I said, let's do Harrisburg and see if we get some people that let us get on TV and talk, and they did, and it was great. And we got in the Harrisburg Gazette or whatever that is. There's a nice, actually on my Facebook page, there's a picture, he and I together. You see, he is this big afro hairdo, and I'm a young guy with brown hair. That picture ran into the local newspaper there in Harrisburg. Jackson County, Oregon. Yes, Carlton. Boy, I haven't seen you for a while, have I, Carlton? Osoph, Oregon. Oh, that's Oregon. Great. Well, what I want to talk about, actually today there was an article. Let me see if I could get this. Oh, that's nicer, isn't it? Oh, what did I do to make that nicer? Oh, that's nice to know. Okay, I'm going to flip that around. Okay. Oh, gosh, that's so much better. Ooh, I didn't even know about that. Look at that. I hit something by accident and it got me bright. Sometimes I'm not so bright to get it bright. And now I got it bright because I turned out to be bright. But here's an op-ed piece today. And actually this op-ed piece today in the Washington Post, I still read the Post a couple days a week, but we're going to give it up. It's so expensive to get hard copy stuff now. But expect more surprises is what I'm talking about. And actually this guy is the chairman of the investment banking firm. So he's a big fat cat, Wall Street kind of guy, who tries to follow all this stuff, but he has some good data in here, okay? Even though he's a fat cat, I mean, this is, what he's really talking about is stuff is changing. Now, what I like about is the data, because we all know that things are changing, and we see it in front, we feel it, we know, holy Christ, this is different, particularly if you're old, I mean, I'm still living in the 50s, because that's what I grew up at, thinking life's like that, and it ain't. Okay, now here he has data, and I've seen this data other places, so I know it's pretty good. But check it out if you don't. I mean, there's always sources to do. So he said half the young adults in this country will earn less over their lifetimes than their parents. I mean, this is, I think, the thing that is really hurting people. We live in a country, at least when I grew up, your kids always did better. Maybe because my grandparents were immigrants, so their kids did better. And then, my parents' kids, their kids did better. But now that's stopped for half of us, and that's what's going on. So you're raising children, and they're not going to be as, half of them will not do as well as their parents did. And that's really because of economic growth and what's happening in our country, okay? So that's it, okay. Looking over the past 40 years, one of the best measures of national economic progress or lack of it is the simplest. Are wages rising? Okay, the last 40 years, wages have not gone up. Okay, now the economy has gone up, so everybody says, we're growing at 2-3%, yeah, but wages have not gone up. So the average person did not see an increase in wage for the last 40 years. 40 years. Yeah. And according to the Hamilton Project, overall U.S. wages adjusted for inflation are essentially flat over this period. Flat of 40 years. Wages flat, registering about 0.2 growth in purchasing power. 0.2 in 40 years. Zero. We're going nowhere, are we? Going nowhere. Okay, listen to this. Okay, okay, it peaked. Household income peaked in 1999 at $59,000. Okay, now household income is different than wages. Wages have not gone up. Household income, because more women are going into the workforce, household income raised a little bit. But since 1999, okay, 1999, that was the crash of the stock market. Remember that? Everybody thought it was so smart. Boy, I'm going to invest in the internet stocks. And it crashed. Ba-boom, right? It blew up. Okay, 1999, the average household income was $59,000. Okay? It's the same place now. It hasn't moved in almost 20 years. So household income hasn't moved in 20 years. Wages haven't moved in 40 years. Nowhere, baby. We're going nowhere. Okay. Okay. Then there is a degree at which so many Americans now live on the edge of financial danger. We're all living in the edge of financial danger, really because we have this mindset of things are going to keep growing in America and don't worry about tomorrow and take out credit card debt and all that kind of stuff because we're always going to grow. We ain't. We haven't grown in 40 years. Why is the next 40 going to be any different? In 2016, the Federal Reserve Board survey showed that, listen to this, 46% of U.S. adults could not come up with $400 for emergency expense without borrowing or selling something. So, okay, 46% of us, so half of the families in America cannot come up with $400 to pay an emergency bill without borrowing it or without selling some stuff. 46%. Wow, that's amazing. Half the people don't have $400. You know, okay. And a stunning 1/4 of adults cannot pay their monthly bills. So we have 25% of the people out there don't earn enough money to pay their monthly bills. Okay, and half of us, you know, almost 50%, don't have an extra $500 to pay an emergency. Now that's tight living, isn't it? Tight living. We have to change. Okay, here's some data. These factors explain why income mobility has decreased so much. Profoundly important research by the Stanford University demonstrated 50% of the children born in 1980 who are now well into the workforce will not earn as much as their parents. So that's another data showing half of the kids that are born in 1980, or that's about when my kids are born, will not earn as much as their parents, and that such mobility has been declining steady for 40 years. That's another. For the last 40 years, we have gone nowhere. So that's why everybody's pissed. Everybody, people running the show, man, ain't doing shit except making rich people richer. That's all I can say. Because the economy's growing, so somebody's getting the money, but the average person ain't. Okay. Income pressures and cultural factors. Okay. Finally, there comes to be a debate among political scientists and sociologists as to whether income pressures or social factors, such as the rebellion against the establishment, contribute more to the Trump upset. So they're trying to say, why did Trump win? Why was his thing such a deal? Was it income or culture? But who knows? I think income hurts all of us, especially share the national income. Okay, especially with the share, household financial troubles increase cultural resentment. And the sense that there are two Americas, especially with the share of national income going to the lower 80% of earners is at a 100-year low. So in other words, the 80% of the country, the amount of income that they're getting in the national income is at 100% low. So the top 20% are getting more than ever before. The bottom 80% are getting less than they have in the last 100 years. Wow! So that's why we're all hurting. So I figure that, see, that's what I'm trying to show you. You have to think of other ways to make money, other ways to do things in life. The same old stuff doesn't work. I mean, that's why we think of other ways to get a politician. Well, like Trump, maybe he's something different. Maybe it's shake up the scene or shake up something well enough that realize we can't do the same old shit anymore. And neither can we do that as an individual. I think, because the old stuff doesn't work. You do good work, you get a job, you get a credential, and you get hired. That ain't working now. And that's why I think, and that's good and bad. It's good because now I think it's less, it's more by individual and what you actually can produce, not on some pedigree. I think we're getting less and less in the pedigree and credentials and all that kind of stuff because everybody's getting tired. Hey, what can you do? And then that becomes opportunities for the rest of us to sell the other because we can relate to that bottom half or the bottom 80% about doing stuff, because that's how we can be a fair person instead of a greedy, big company that, they pretend they're our friend. Oh, we have your interest. Bullshit. They have their investors' interest. They don't have your interest. I mean, they said a pack. Okay, you want to do business with me? You want to get a mortgage or anything like that? They said you a pack of things like this, how to cover their ass so you can't sue them. And then this week again, they said that, well, we're going to say that you can't gang up on it. If you want to fight, your mortgage company, your credit card company, you have to fight them individually. So you as a person can't get 100 people who've also been screwed, or 1,000 people, or 10,000 people who've also been screwed and gang up on this big guy. No, you got to do it yourself. Man, how are you going to do that? You're going to give up. You're going to roll over. Who the hell cares? You can't. You don't have enough life left in you, no matter how old you are, even if you're 20 years old, to fight that fight. So you're going to give up. So how do they? And then what I like about it too, also, okay, we have more people dying from drug overdoses than we do from automobile accidents or almost anything else, or in the Vietnam War. More people have died, from drug overdoses than in the Vietnam War. Okay, so now they come out with a new policy to solve that problem. You know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like the war on drugs. Just say no. There's no money in this thing. There's no money to treat people. There's no money for drug rehab. There's no money for anything. It's just an education problem. Man, if we got hundreds of thousands or more people hooked on this stuff now, and their only out is to overdose and kill themselves, man, I mean, just say no is not going to go that far, is it? Man, right, somebody said the drug dealers are the prescription. Absolutely, man, that's right. And that's why it's just say no. And oh boy, somebody's writing in a language I don't understand there. But I mean, so that's why all this stuff, or even the healthcare bill, they just took out the copay. See, there was a part in the Obamacare. Part of it was if you were making like under $40,000 or so. Sure, that's a sweater, man. But, if you were making under $40,000 or so, you got extra money up to like $3,000 a year or more to pay for your copays. Okay. Now, why don't I see that? Let's see. Yeah, I'm on. Oh, I see. Yeah, there I am. Connected. Okay. So that copay, and they got rid of that just last week. So no more, if you can't afford your copay, is that money available for you to pay the copay? So that's gone. So I don't understand, if 80% of this country is at the highest point they have in the last 100 years of income, and that means the top 20% is at the highest they've ever been, and that's undisputable, I think. let's go with swaggy. What does swaggy mean? Swaggy. What's swaggy? I don't know. I'm too old to know the hip talk. You know, what's swaggy? Dragonheart or Onestop. What's swaggy? I don't know what that is. So anyway, what I want to do is make sure everybody in America knows about the extra stuff that is out there. You're hurting and living. You know, everybody is. You know, half of us don't have, you know, enough money to pay our bills. You know, what is it, 46% or don't have, 46% don't have $400 in emergency. Well, there is. Now, if you go, every county has emergency money. Where do our taxes go? Where do our taxes go? That's right. Well, that's right. See, it's programs that are out there. They're trying to cut all these programs so rich people pay less taxes. I think what the game is now, get rich people to pay less taxes and less services for healthcare and education, all this other stuff. You know, so I think that's what the game is. And it seems like the rich people are getting as big a pie as possible ever, and the rest of the people are getting, less than ever, and they just want to make it worse. It sounds to me, I don't know, show me different. I mean, I guess the theory is if we give the rich people more, they'll give us more. I don't think it worked in the last 40 years. Back in the 50s, it was more equal. And then, they started getting those tax rates up, so people pay less and less and less taxes, and apparently the rest of us make less. So that's what, my school debt is killing me. Okay, you have school debt? Yeah, okay. Go to consumerfinance.gov. Right. You got to know the facts on this, because the biggest problem with solving any financial problem to me is Google. And it's a biased point of view. I understand there's good points of Google. I use it every day, to tell you the truth. But you have to know how to use it. And if you're going to solve a problem like your student debt, if you put in student debt, you're going to get, well, let's do it now. What the hell are you going to get with student debt? Somebody else do it too. Verify. What do you get when you put in student debt for Google? Well, first of all, I have to get Google. G-O-O-G. I have to spell Google, right? Okay, let's put in Google debt. Okay, student debt. Student S-T-U-D-N, debt, D-E-B-T. What do you get? Okay, well, I only got 8 million websites, okay? And the first one there is studentloanheroes.com. You don't want to go there. Next one is studentloanresources.org, maybe. Next one, now people are starting their looking like .org. And then there's MSNBC. Then there's Forbes. Then there's New York Times. There's, people selling you stuff, man. That's what it is. Now what you want to do is go to consumerfinance.gov. They're the people you want. .gov, consumerfinance.gov, and go for consumer debt. Student debt, and you'll see they have a checklist, what you do, who you contact, what you do, and it's contacting the government. Don't contact anybody until you know your rights and everything, because the salesman will get you and they'll sell you something that they're making money off. You don't. All the good programs that are going to reduce your student debt are from the government, because they're the ones that pick up the tab. So you want to know about them first. And consumerfinance.gov will give you the facts on that. Anybody selling you something are not going to tell you all the facts, because they want to frame it in a way. What they tell you probably true in a way, but you have options that they probably won't tell you about. So you have to know about these options so you don't get screwed from these people. And that's where to go for that. Okay, see, and that's why in these reports I do now, I've really created one-stop financial assistance for every state. These are one-stop, financial assistance catalogs that I have. So you can just click on the links to things like that. Like here, and I have 25 categories, 28, 29 categories on this. Everything from free cars, free cell phones, free groceries, unclaimed money, free, like there's a fellow called me up yesterday, and he had $3,000, $4,000 or $40,000 in back payments on his mortgage he owns. Well, there's a program in California that pays for that. Now, they're different all over, so you have to check your state. See, it's all at the state. You can't go to, see, that's why I can't do a main book, like I used to sell them books. They have all the government programs, studentdebt.gov. I don't know what that is. Maybe, but that may be good. If it's a .gov, you got a good thing. Let me look. STUDN.gov. If it's .gov, then that's good. And actually what they did, I don't get anything. Maybe I mistyped. STUDENTDEBT.gov. Oh, I didn't. I screwed up from the beginning. I don't see studentdebt.gov. Yeah, I don't see it. No, you don't want to go to studentdebt.gov. Consumerfinance.gov. That's what you want. Consumerfinance.gov, not studentdebt.gov. Okay, so that's what you want to get. Let's see. Okay, I'm just looking at. Okay, so in other words, so unclaimed money. There's about 20 some. Offices that the government has where you forgot about money you have. So I list all that. Home and housing, talked about that, where you get anything from down payment money to money to buy real estate property to paying back mortgages or rent, things like that. Healthcare and prescription drugs. I mean, actually, if you go, I found a nice source for any state. So you got to go to state your level. There's some national programs, very few. Most of it's then run by the state. If you go to needymeds.org, needymeds, Needy, Andrew Lesko, Matthew Lesko, Andrew, a lot of people call me Andrew. There's a guy on Home Shopping, it was Andrew Lesser or something like that, who was selling prescription drugs, actually some kind of vitamin stuff. And that's, I think, people, because I sort of look like him for some reason. He's a lot younger guy, but anyway. So the money program. So that's what I do, show you everything for your state. That's why I just got to say. Healthcare. Okay, needymeds.com. They have a stuff like all the major programs in every state. And that's what you want to look at. Prescription drugs. And also clinics, in your area that are getting grants to treat you for free. If you don't have $400, man, how are you going to go to get health care? Because your copay is going to be that. I mean, just think of it. You have a deductible, right? So the first $2,000 or something a year you have to pay. So that's like having no insurance at all. Why the hell is that? That's just good for it. If you don't have $400, then a $2,000 deductible, you're not going to go there. Tax breaks to help them hire more people, but more companies will invest into new automation. Yeah, see, that's probably true, and they want people cheap. So that's why if people are scrambling for wages, healthcare and prescription drugs. So you got to know where these free places are, to do that. And a place to start, if you don't have one of my reports, then start at your county. You could just Google right now, say the name of your county. Say like I live in Montgomery County, so you put Montgomery County Health Department, Maryland. And that's the place you start. Now, that's not going to be everything. They don't have everything at all, but there's a good place to start, and that's where you want to start, is your county health department. So for prescription drugs and even dental care. That's where you want, because there's dentists that it varies by state. Every state is different. That's why I'm doing these reports by state. So see what I do, I give you like 327 sources just for your state, for all the money and sources and resources that are available for you, just because you live there. See, I can't do it for the whole world because then it would be so goddamn big you wouldn't be able to use it. So that's why I have to do it back in the state. I'm getting the price down. It's normally $79, but I got about 7 states now that are $59. And actually, if you use this code, which is beta test, BETATEST. If you go to letsgo.com/tutor and you go to my state Onestop centers, and I have a collection there, and so you'll get it, for under $50. And so you will have 375, links where you could fill out applications for 375 places to get extra money to live on and pay bills, your daily expenses. Why are you paying for stuff that you don't have to pay? Why are you paying for medications if you don't have to? Why are you paying for health care if you don't have to? Why are you paying to fix up your house, if you don't have to? Why are you paying for dental care, if you don't have to? Or vet bills. I'd show you how to get vet treatment for free or low cost, or even pet food. Why are you paying for legal help if you don't have to? Get the book for free at the library. No, this is not a book. This is an ebook and it's links. So somebody said you get the book for free at the library. You used to get my books for free at the library, but you can't link. You can't see this links you're getting. You're getting 100 video instructions I have here for how to use these, and people who've used them. They tell you the secrets, how they got it. So you learn from everybody, and that's important. So you learn all about this stuff. And that's the only way you're going to learn, is knowing the links. And that's why, to me, I can't do a book that's not worthwhile in this economy anymore. So I give you the place to link. Legal help. This is terrible. We live in a society where you can get the best legal help for free, but people don't know, because you see ads for lawyers. You don't need that. You could get government agencies fight for you for free, and they're better than lawyers because they can put people out of business. The lawyers, if they win, they only get you money, and you will like that. But their lawyers are usually better than your lawyers, but nobody's better than the government, because the government can put them out of business, and everybody's afraid. It's like the IRS. You're not going to fight with the IRS. You probably lose, right? And businesses are that way. They don't want to mess around. To give you, if they owe you $2,000, it's cheaper to pay you $2,000, than to fight with you. Okay, a section on how to cut your student debt. A section on how to get free tax help. If you have any kind of tax problem, I'll show you all the inside stuff there on how to get free tax help. Local people who will find you free money on anything. That's another thing I do, is show you local people in your neighborhood who are there for free. They're getting grants to help you solve problems in your bills and living, and all kind of problems you have, or starting a business even, or handling your debt. They're getting, yes, and how about secured credit card? Yes, also credit problems. They're local and they help you for free. So I show you that for where you live. That's what you need, and that's why I've been studying this stuff for 40 years. Been writing books on this stuff 40 years. And now with the technology, I could give you stuff that I never possibly dreamed of. A book was useless. People get it and they don't know. Here you get it, you link, you click the link and start filling out the form and contacting the people directly or whatever, just like that. And that's what's so neat about the technology. But I got to do it by state. So that's why I'm doing these states. If your state isn't there, just click the one for any state, and then I do a custom one just for you. And that's like $20 more or something. So it's $79. And be happy to do that. But anyway, I just wanted to get that off my chest, let you guys know. And I'll be back, I'm sure, sooner than later. I got lots to talk about all the time. Okay, so take care. Talk to you soon. Thanks again. Oh, letsgo.com/tutor, and look on the left-hand side. There is something called State Onestop. So if you go State Onestop, then you'll see those things for a state. I also do custom research for real estate buying houses or real estate investors. It's $49, and I give you 200-300 sources, just where you live for that, and also for starting a business or nonprofit. And these are custom reports. Maybe I'll get them down by state. But what I'm trying to do state by state right now is that main source, so you have money to live on and don't have to pay for these daily expenses, when there's places that you can get it for free. But you got to know about them. The places you get that are free, they don't advertise. The places where you have to pay, they advertise. So that's all you find on Google. You got to use Lescaloodle or whatever it is. Maybe I'll dream up a name for that. Take care. Oh, and letsgo.com/talk. Lesko.com/talk. Hi from the Ukraine. Oh, jak się masz? I know that's a Polish word. I know that's close. Lesko.com/talk. TALK in small letters. Like I just finished today helping somebody start in the backyard garden business, and that's great. I could really help in a few 10, 15, 20 minutes or whatever, give you sources and everything just on your problem. So think about that I should be able to help you. Whoa, I own one of your books. You're the one. Thank you so much. Okay, I gotta run, guys. Got research to do.